Hi guys, this is Kioni Carter and this is Confessions of a Master Teacher. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about our students who believe that where they are right now is a direct reflection of where they're going to be in the future. And I'm going to reference a reality show. Don't get mad, because I did tell you that I am addicted. No, I'm really addicted to reality shows. And in fact, the one that I'm going to talk about today, I just started watching, believe it or not. Thank God for VH1.com, because you don't have to have cable to look at it. But I was watching it, and it's called Scream Queens. I don't know if you guys have gotten a chance to watch that. But Scream Queens basically is a show where they have people who are actresses actually, and they're trying to make them into acting stars so that one of them can star in Saw 6. So that's the premise of the movie, of the show. But there are two girls on there that are still there, named Angela and Tanidra. And they are really the reason why I decided to talk about this in the blog today, because both of them have had a pretty hard time growing up. And we know that relates very well to our students, especially the ones who have all these horror stories, and they use them as an excuse for why they can't do what is required from them, or why they can't be the best that they really have the potential to be. So I just want to tell you the story real quick, and actually I'm going to give you the link to it at the bottom or at the end of the blog. But no, actually I'm going to put it, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in the box on the top of the YouTube box, and I'm going to put it on the bottom of my blog at www.myclassroomrules.com. But I'm going to put it there so that you can see the video yourself, so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. But in the long run, what happened is all of the girls that were left, they had to do a scene. Oh, by the way, it's horror movies that they're doing. I didn't say that. But they had to do a scene in blood. Now, it was real blood too. Very nasty. But the point is that it had to be a vengeance scene. And they had to, they had to figure out, I don't know why my words are slurred today, but they really had to channel that anger and use it to prepare to battle with whoever crazy person they were trying to run from in the first place. And the two girls, Tanidra and Angela, they had, they were talking, you know how in reality shows, they have the part where they're talking in the confessional, and they were both describing that they could use their experiences as children to help them in the scene. Angela, she said, she's always felt abandoned because her father left her when she was a young girl. And, it shows her that she has to use her vulnerable side and channel that into the character that she was playing. And she never really got a chance to do that before. And then Tanidra, she's a girl who came from Inglewood, New Jersey, and I think in the projects, wherever she lived, and she never got the chance to get acting lessons or whatever other girls got a chance to have in the competition. So she feels like, the person that she's really fighting, or the person who she's really up against, is herself. And, her being able to fight for this competition, because she feels like, everybody else had a head start and she didn't get that, but she's really an awesome actress. But the fact that she said that that's where her strength was coming from, and then when you look at the video and see the power that's coming out of her, it's scary. It gives you goosebumps to know that that's where her motivation came from. And it's not a pretty story, but it produced a powerful moment. And that's really what we need to teach to our students and our children, because far too many times I've met with students who use it as an excuse, and they'll say, well, Miss Carter, I can't do this because, my my mother can't get me no books, or my mother can't do this for me, or I can't do this. Or one little boy, he was a 4th grader, I remember, and it's really stuck with me because he was so young, and already he knew that he was acting out the way that he was because he's from the hood. That was his excuse. I asked him, why are you giving your teacher such a hard time? This was very recently, actually. And I asked him, why are you giving your teacher such a hard time? What is it that's stopping you from being able to sit down and do your work? He was like, I act this way because I'm from the hood. And I was like, wow. For a 4th grader to say that, that means that he's already had so many experiences that tell him that that's who he is, and that's what's supposed to be important to him. And what if we as the educator could help them take those experiences and turn what the negative feelings are into something that's going to be positive for them, and help them to be motivated and move forward in a powerful way? Because if these ladies could do it, and when you see their performances, you'll see what I mean. If they could do it and channel it into acting, something that they really love, but taking that anger and putting it into something that's going to really create a masterpiece, then that means that we can do the same thing in our classrooms and do it for our children, so they can create miracles and masterpieces in the classroom and in their lives, using the same, what seemed to be negative energy in the first place, and channeling it into something different. So that's what I really wanted to share with you guys today. I hope it was insightful, and I hope you enjoyed the video where I give you the link in a minute. But when you get a chance, once you finish watching this, and once you finish watching the video on vh1.com, it would be great if you can come in and discuss it in our forum in the Teachers Lounge at myclassroomrules.com. And just so you know, it's still December, and we started a new contest, which is the 25 Days of Christmas contest. And it's a little bit late now, but you can still get in because it just started. And basically what you can do is discuss anything in the forum, including this, and each of your posts will count for an entry in the contest. And then when we count all of the entries, the top 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place person to post will get prizes, well, gift certificates sponsored by Amazon.com, so you can spend money on yourself this Christmas without feeling guilty. Okay? So, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I look forward to talking to you again next week. Ciao.